Hello, this is William Chung in Toronto, and welcome to Zinc SMS Zap, my app which lets you share your Zyncro group files over SMS. The app is running on zincsmszap.cloudfoundry.com. On the menu, here are the things which you can do. You can set which Zyncro account to use, and then choose a file from your Zyncro to share over SMS. And you can also stop sharing over SMS and view the activity logs. So first, let's set which Zyncro account to use. Okay, so I'm going to log into my Zyncro, and my app is configured to use the sandbox Zyncro I have here. So let's start session. Okay, so I've authenticated with Zyncro. So you see it says welcome home to Zinc SMS app, William Chung, my user ID. And also gives you a confirmation message, okay, Zyncro account set. You can also check the activity logs. And you see there's a log for the Zyncro account being set for this user, William Chung. Okay, so currently we're not sharing any files over SMS, so let's choose a file to share. So this shows my Zyncro groups, the learning to use Zyncro, and my personal files. This corresponds to the groups I have in my Zyncro here. So we can open this group, and it shows you the contents, which matches what I have in my group on Zyncro here. There's a subfolder and 2 files. Okay. And also for the files and the folders, if there's a description, I'm going to show the description. So let's add a description here to this 10 steps PDF. See, 10 steps to success. Okay. Now, if we refresh, or we can just go back in, open this group. You see now there's 10 steps to success shown as the description. And you can also drill down into subfolders like this user conference subfolder. You can see the files in the subfolder and select those files. But let's select the 10 steps in implementing Zyncro PDF file and share that over SMS. Okay, so you success. The 10 steps PDF file in the learning to use Zyncro is now shared over SMS. And on the home page, you see it tells you that it's currently sharing the 10 steps PDF file from the learning to use Zyncro group over SMS. And you can also check the activity logs to see that there's a log telling you that William Chung started sharing this file over SMS. Now, what's interesting is if you look at the messages for this group on the group wall, you see that there's a message saying that William Chung started sharing the 10 steps PDF file over SMS. And that message is also associated with the file. If you look at the messages for the file, the 10 steps PDF file, you see that the message is there. Okay, so now that the file is shared over SMS, let me show you how your customers can access the file. Now, my app is associated with a Twilio number, and what I mean by that is like this number here, this California number 650 number, is associated with my app. Here you can see the SMS request URL is pointing to my Zync SMS zap.cloudfoundry app. So what this means is when somebody calls this number, the 650 number, Twilio is going to send the SMS message to my app, and my app is going to process it and send back a response. So to demo this, I'm going to use a Nexmo number to call my Twilio number. And I'm going to use this 225 Nexmo number I have. And there's this Nexmo app in Dash, which lets me send SMS messages from Nexmo. So you can see here I'm sending from the 225 number, my Nexmo number, and let me send to my Twilio number, the 650 number. Just remove the spaces and the dash. Okay, so what the user needs to send is the text Z-link. So they need to send Z-link, and let's just send SMS. Okay, so how we can check Twilio's logs to make sure that everything worked. So in the logs, okay, those are calls. So I want to look at SMS messages. Okay, so this was the incoming message from the 225 number and the reply that my app sent from 650. So let's check the incoming call. So it's Z-Link, right, from the 225 to the 650. And the reply that I sent back is the Z-Link, right? So your caller could, like if they're using an iPhone, for example, they can just click on this in the bubble that comes up in the iPhone, right? And let's just make sure that's correct. Just open this Z-Link in another browser. Okay, so it's the 10 steps file, and there's also this thing about registering. So if your caller is not a Zyncro member, they can sign up, right? Okay, so that's how the app works, and you can check the activity logs here to see that there's a request for the Z-Link from this number for this file, right? And it gives you the number in this column, the requester column, and the time when the request was received. And this information is also in your messages. So let's look at the group wall again for the messages. Refresh. And just go home. Okay, so you see there's a message, request for the Z-Link from this caller for this file. And like before, if you go to the file in that group, if you look at the messages, you see there's the request for Z-Link from this caller. And also, if we go back to the file, and if we look at the Z-Links, you see that here's the Z-Link that my app created, and it expires in 1 year, so August 20th, 2013. Okay, let's go back to the app. Okay, now Another feature I want to show you is the caller can send another request to make a comment on this file. So say they've requested a Z-link and they looked at the file and now they want to give you feedback. So that what they can do is they can send Z comment keyword in the SMS, and let's say they say, "Bravo, this is great news. Congratulations." Okay, so let's send the SMS. And let's make sure that was received in the app. Let's look at the activity logs. Yep, the comment was received. And let's see the response in the Twilio logs, SMS messages. Okay, so incoming was the Z comment from the caller, and what did we send back to them? The reply? Well, we just thank them. Thank you for your comment. And if you go to Zyncro and you look at the group wall for the messages, you see it shows you that we received a comment from this caller, right? Bravo, this is great news. Congratulations. So this is feedback. And again, this message is associated with the file which is being shared over SMS, the 10 steps file. Okay, so the other thing I want to show you is say your caller forgets what commands to send. So they can just type help, send help to the Twilio number, send SMS. Let's see what I send back to them. Okay, so incoming, I got the help request, and what I send back is I give them the commands which they can use, like Z-link and Z-comment, right? Z-link to get a link for the file, and Z-comment to send us a comment. So that's our tech support. And you can also look at, we've only been looking at the replies in Twilio. Let's look at the reply in Nexmo, just to make sure that there's no funny business going on, okay? So let's, here you can view the incoming messages for this number, the 225 number. So you see these are all the messages they're sending. Here's the response for the help request, right? And this is the response for the comment, right? We thank them, thank you for your comment. And oh, because my Twilio number is a trial number, that's why the caller is going to get this at the beginning, like sent from your Twilio trial account. But if we upgrade the number to a paid number, then we won't get that message at the beginning of the SMS. Okay, so let's go back to the app now. Okay, say some other user wants to share a file. So right now, William Chung, the user, is logged in. So to log someone else, and we can just set another Zyncro account to use. So I have another account with my Gmail email, and I think the password is just that. So let's see if that works. Okay, so welcome home, Johnny English. This is my other user on Zyncro. Johnny English here. Okay, so now Johnny English can choose a file to share over SMS. And let's try sharing a folder from a file from a subfolder here. This Ottawa bus 97. Let's share that over SMS. Okay, so it's now shared, and you can check that from the messages too. If we refresh, it's now sharing the Ottawa bus 97 PDF. Let's just go home. Yeah, so you see Johnny English started sharing this Ottawa bus over SMS. So now when your caller send SMS, if they send the Z-Link request, they're going to get a link to the number. Okay. Okay, so now if we look at the SMS logs to see what's SMS messages, the reply is now should be linked to the Ottawa bus, this one. So let's just paste that in and make sure. Yeah, so now you see that we're sharing the bus to the conference, our user conference. And let's make sure and let's refresh the messages. Make sure that in Zyncro on the wall. Yeah, so we got a request for the Z-Link from this number for the bus schedule for our user conference. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to show you is all these messages from my app. You can find them all by just filtering on Zync SMS Zap. So let's do a search. And you see there are the 5 messages, like all the messages sent from my app. So you can see the history of all the SMS sharing. Okay, so the other thing we can do is we can stop sharing over SMS immediately. So we just need to click stop sharing. And then you see that the status updated, right? Like currently not sharing any files over SMS. So now if we send the Z-Link again, let's look at the response. Okay, the reply. So sorry, no files currently being shared by Zync SMS Zap. And if you look at the activity logs, you see there's a log like telling you that you received a request when no file was being shared from this caller. And maybe you can call them back, or you can share a different file. Okay, so that's my app, Zync SMS Zap, and enjoy.